Okay, guys, just give me a minute. I'm going to be sharing this. And hopefully everybody will be here, or at least some people will be. All right. Let me see. This will take a minute. All right. Nobody's here yet, anyways. Share it. Come on. Share this thing. Are we going to share it? Thank you. Copy the link. StreamYard. There we go. Hey, somebody's here. I hope it. I hope it's not me that it was considered. Probably was. Okay, guys. Like I said, open conversation tonight. Anything anybody wants to talk about, if you're there, please send a message on the live chat, or you know, just say hello so I know somebody's there. It is what it is. Uh, that must have been me when I was in that. All right. Uh, what would you guys do if you had a bug out? Me personally, I would take to the ocean. And well, there's nobody here. Maybe I should get a drink. Anyways, I'm gonna try to actually walk, folks, without the cane. Maybe I'll make something to drink. Who knows? I might cook in the kitchen. That's what I think I'll do. I think I'll make something. I think I'm going to make something. Maybe a pizza or something. I don't know. Maybe a pot pie. That's what I'll do. And I'll bring this with me so that you can all see what I'm doing. All right. I gotta get up. My kitchen's not the greatest, but you guys will be fine. It's hard for me to walk, but at least I'm walking now. There we go. Anybody wants to come on while I'm doing this, you guys get to watch me. Hey, somebody's here. Open conversation night. I'm going to do some cooking while I'm opening the conversation. I think I have an idea. You may or may not like what I'm cooking, but that's the case. Like I said, as far as bug outs, they left already. First thing, we'll be making dough. Flour. Oh. Take me a minute. I'm walking at least. That's a good sign, right, folks? Yeast. Use a bag of yeast. That's the yeast. More. All right. Yeast pack. Ready. Yeah, I made a mess. Everybody screwed up. Just a little bit. Nothing a big deal. Just yeast. In the garbage it goes. All right. Right there. Some water. Oh. Whisk. Where's my other whisk? There's no shit around. Oh. Teaspoon of salt. And I'm just guesstimating most of this. Yes, I can done this so many times. I can guesstimate. A little extra oil, a little extra salt, not that big of a deal. This is something you need if you want to learn how to prep. You need to be able to make shit like this. And being able to make a good dough batter is really good. With your bread, your flours, whatever. All just like this. All right. Now I need the other cup. I'm grabbing things as I go. There we go. 7 cups of flour. Start with if it's not. But that's only if I use a big one, so I'm only doing half that. And it could be a little bit. And I'm only making a small thing. Four things. A little bit spills on the thing. I'm not worried because it's eventually all going to go out there anyways. Now, since I'm not making bread, I really don't let this rise, or not let it rise, let it rest too long. Something I can do. I always like to switch over to the spatula after. Here's the spatula. There's the spatula. Wash it. Dry it. Rewash it. Dry it. Just drop it on the floor. And I'm back over to here. This is where I use the spatula. 4 cups should be enough to do this. Nice. It's coming up nice. A very nice dough. I like using this first before I use my hands. And I put in enough flour today, so maybe a little more than usual, but so it's not going to be as sticky, which is what I'm hoping for. Usually when I make this, it's just too damn sticky. And I will use the stovetop to knead this dough. I mean, I'll let it rest for a little bit, but and I will always need to add more flour. And in this, I will be needing to add more flour. Just a little bit at a time. Probably have enough to make a pizza and a pie, and I'm thinking of doing both tonight. Oh, this is getting much better. I don't know if anybody's watching yet. Doing a little baking. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Quick, easy, simple. Anyone can do it. Make your own pizza, make your own dough, make your own bread. This is basically the same stuff all the way around. And today I'm probably going to do a pie and a pizza. Thinking a little bit of both. I have some veggies and tuna, and it's what I have. I wish I had chicken, so I'd make it a chicken pot pie. But it is what it is. Nice, firm. Keep adding just a little bit of flour as we go. I basically took 1 cup and I sprinkle a little bit on as I go. I'm trying to do is make it so it's not so sticky. I hate it when they go sticky. I know it's supposed to be a little sticky, but it's how I do it. There we go. Let's turn that around and get that all floured. So the bottom of this gets floured. It's sticking this all together. Then I'll be happy. Excellent. And most of this I'm going to do in here, in this little thing. I might even do the whole thing in this little thing so I don't have as big of a mess. Oh, there we go. Now that's good. Now and then, a little bit more flour. There we go. Nice. Good. Slab of dough. That's basically what I'm doing right now, folks. I'm getting a nice slab of dough ready. I might add more flour, but we'll see. Well, a nice big dough ball. I'll probably cut it into two later on. Use part of it for pizza and part of it for other things. Anyway, I guess this is baking with Sailing Prepper. Oh, that's good. Hey, and think about it, I'm standing without a cane for right now. Or without a walker or a cane. It's actually pretty good. Just kneading the dough. I might let it sit for a little while in this bowl before I cut it. Put it on a flat surface. Put it in some pans. I'm going to make some pies tonight. I'm going to have to buy more flour. Really need to get like something to put my flour in. One problem with flour, it is messy. Let it rise a little. And we'll let it rise. It's a nice dough. It'll only rise for like 5 minutes or so. Long enough for me to bake, or long enough for me to get some things for baking ready. And I'm thinking 2 pans. And then from 2 pans, I'm thinking I might do 1 for pizza. Although I don't have a pizza pan, I only have pie pans. And another one, which I'm going to use canned goods and tuna. Basically a vegetable mix and tuna. Hey, vegetable mix and tuna. But I'm going to go get some coffee for the moment. While this is running, you guys can hold on for a second. hard to do that. I gotta get my coffee cup that rinse that out and make coffee. Because I need coffee. Don't you guys need coffee every now and then? And I honestly hope I made enough dough to do the pizza as well. I'm gonna do the other thing first. And I gotta rinse out my coffee cup. For all you fans out there of coffee, I drink Folgers because it's what's cheapest. I'm not a rich person. Right now I'm not working. I do use a Keurig. If you're ever interested, and I really do gotta clean this one to use it because I used it last night and I use it on a regular basis. I put the coffee in these. And I switch these out, let one dry a little so it's easier to dump it. But then I wash it. I might wash both. Do some dishes. Who knows? Well, I'll probably do dishes. I'm gonna do dishes. Think of it like a tuna casserole, but I have plans, and I'm doing what's basically a poor man's meal. Hey guys, when you don't have much, this is what you do. All right? Yeast doesn't cost that much. Flour does not cost that much. Oil lasts a long time, and so does salt, and they don't cost that much. Now, some of the other ingredients might cost a little more, but you just saw two of my main ingredients for this pie. I will have a little bit of a sauce. It's going to be a horseradish sauce. Basically, I'm taking smoked horseradish and adding it to the pie for my sauce. I gotta over grab this coffee. I really do need to get another thing of Folgers at some point in the near future. Folgers in your cup. Hey, good old American coffee. Oh, the Death Wish coffee and everything everybody else says. Folgers still's pretty cheap. Still lasts pretty good. Close. There is a problem with having these things close after a while. There. I do like Keurigs, but I was always standoffish when I thought we had to use the K cups. When I found those a while back, I found that it was a really good thing. You know? Because then I didn't have to worry about Folgers or about, I could use any coffee I wanted, just pour it in the K cup. That's preset, which made it wonderful. And I do say having a Keurig is a really good thing. You can do cup by cup. And when you're the only coffee drinker in the house, cup by cup seems to be a pretty good thing. Let's say I only have a cup a day. I usually have more than that, but let's say I do. And I don't have to worry about glass breaking. Okay. Oh, yeah. And for these. Of course, we'll be using pans like these. Little pie pans. Hello, Duke. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the money for Death Wish. Sorry about that, Duke. I was working on grabbing stuff, so I didn't have time to notice that you were messaging me. But yeah, Death Wish is a good one, but I can't afford Death Wish. I'm lucky to be walking around right now. But hey, just having Folgers is nice. I'm making dough, if you haven't noticed. I got this far on it. I will be cutting that in a minute and trying to make enough to put into 2 pans, one for a pizza and one for a pie. It's going to be a different kind of pie than most people are used to. So if I have enough for 2, I'm going to be happy. 1, I'm going to have to cover over the top because it's going to be an actual pie. That's going to be a fish and vegetable pie. It's a thought. I'm not rich, like I said 1,000 times, but it'll work. And I only have a little bit of horseradish left, so watering it down won't hurt. Smoked horseradish. I do have the ingredients for a pizza. I'm getting the stuff ready and letting the dough rise a little, not too much, just a few minutes. It's actually probably about the time I should probably cut the dough. Where is it? Did I put it up here already? Ah, I did. It's up here. I already had it ready. Okay. Now I'll cut it and refold it. And first, do this. And why waste the flour, right? Then I have to clean this all up. Cut it in about half. I find it's easier to get more precise when you've actually cut it when it's like in a ball. Flatten it out again. Both of these. And should be done with this, but I'll leave it here just in case because I never know. Here's my roller. I gotta get my roller. Oh God! What? My roommate always moves stuff around on me. There is my roller. Well, if I can't find the roller, I'll be doing everything without it. Unless he moved it over here. Knowing him, he never puts things long. Yep. Just also found my other whisk in the wrong drawer, Nate. Now I'm gonna roll this up. It's just easier. I'm just trying to flatten it out now. And when I flatten it out, I'll know if I have enough too. If it's enough for those 2 pans, which it looks like it might be, then it'll be good. And then I'll re-roll it into a ball. The other stuff's settled. Oh yeah. This would be one. I'm pretty sure it is. Just right now, I'm just trying to get air bubbles out. See if anybody's here talking. Oh, that's good. Well, it's a good thing to know if you're a prepper because being able to do these kind of things helps out a lot, you know? What if you don't have all the major ingredients? I believe in taking dry ingredients like I just did and stuff that lasts a long time and being able to do this. Because if you can, you'll survive a lot better. Now, most Americans, to my understanding, eat pizza, right? So, and they like their pizza. Well, being able to make your own bread is a staplement of Americans' diet. Being able to do it is a good thing, because what if you don't have that on the shelf? So let's say you're able to get flour. You have a ton of yeast already prepped up. Well, that with a little bit of salt and oil, you have dough, which is this is. Now, I don't have the space to really do this. That's why I'm doing it on the stove. I think this one's a little smaller. It might be one that I actually put out on a, so there we go. It might be one that I actually use for the pizza pan, because I don't need to go over a certain amount. Hey. Okay. But people do this to make flatbread. Matter of fact, if you do flatbread, there's a type of flatbread out there, if you like matzah, you don't even need oil. It's just butter, salt, and butter when you cook it, if you actually bake it, and making a very thin, long, thing of dough, and then they wrap it up with butter, and then they fry it up. And it's just flour and salt to start with. You know what I mean? But this is also how you make bread. Let's say I want to make a couple loaves of bread. This is a similar process. I can teach anyone how to make pizza. I've got videos on it. Matter of fact, if you watch this video from start to finish, you're going to learn how to make pizza. And even though it's not perfect pizza, it will be pizza. Pizza in a pan. It'll be a cake pie pan, but it's still pizza. You know what I mean? You gotta knead the dough, put it in a ball. And the idea is to actually pull it like this so that it all goes together. And then I go here. Well, let's get some of this flour together. I don't have flour to waste, so constantly making sure that everything is good. And just turning it till it's a ball. That's a smaller ball. That's a bigger ball. Let it rise. Well, I get everything together and have my first taste of coffee today. And I'm actually done with the flour. I'll be using that later for the pizza. And watch this video. You're going to learn how to make pizza. Is this one of the things I'm going to try to make? Well, you might learn how. I believe I have enough sauce and cheese for it, and that will go over the good pan. And I make this thing with that, then we're good. But first, let me get my coffee, because I really need coffee. Coffee. And sugar for the coffee. Oh. I do put creamer in my coffee. I'm not one of those manly men that like a little sugar and creamer, you know? But hey guys, I'm walking today. That's good. And that's a really good thing. Oh. Okay. All right, let's start with the first one. Okay. Now, I'm going to be setting them in the oven, but I'm not baking them right away because I need to make sure everything's good. All right, so this is gonna be the first pan. And I'm not doing anything special, just Pam olive oil spray. Make sure it doesn't stick. And I use a lot, I know. Put that there. Okay, and this is the bigger one. So, I'll take the bigger one and we're gonna bring it all out. Simple as this. Flip it, roll it again. Now this may not be as conventional as other people, but hey, it does the job. Never claimed to be a professional, although I did work in kitchens before. And I did make pizza for a living. But this is just makeshift. Let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? This is not going to be the pizza one. I'll do the pizza one after. If I have enough dough. Now, I might be able to steal some dough from that and still stretch out the pizza. Which is actually a good thing about pizza, because you can do really thin for pizza. This way, roll it out. All right. I want this really big. This needs to come back over on itself. And just for show. Da 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 da. Just to show off a little. Oh, come on, don't break on me. I really hope I got enough to do this. This is an actual full-on meat pie. Stay closed. You light all you want, but stay closed. Come on. I need those holes to seal up. Like I said, if I have to, I'm not afraid to do this. Just taking little bits from the pizza one. Might be thick in a couple areas, but it'll still be nice. Now, most important part, gotta add your veggies. This is just canned vegetables, folks. No major science, just simple canned vegetables, okay? Before I do that, we're going to squirt a little of this in the bottom. All right. Because I do want somewhat of a sauce. It's just going to be watered down, smoked. Because it was at the tail end, I added a little water, but it is literally smoked horseradish, which makes a nice white sauce for this. I like horseradish. You might not like it. I don't know. Each their own. And I gotta grab the tuna cans. Because I'm gonna put 2 things of tuna in there. This is basically going to be vegetables, horseradish, and tuna. We'll see. before I think of going anywhere for anything, I gotta get back to work. To do that, I gotta be able to walk better. I'm surprised I'm able to walk this much. I got about a month or two of therapy, and hopefully my bosses will be okay with me coming back to work. And if I can come back to work, then I'm good. Can opener. Actually, I should do this over here. Just Starkit fish tuna in a can. I mean, this is basically a poor man's food. Anybody is welcome to come up on the thing. Chat if you want. I actually got people tonight. I'm happy. I didn't last night. Add your tuna. And I got another can. See there. And as soon as I open this, I'll put that in and I'll start making the pizza in a minute. As soon as I get that settled. If I had chicken and some other ingredients, this would be a lot better. But like I said, I'm poor and I'm trying something new. So I don't even know if this will be good, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It might be good. It might be delicious. Delicious and nutritious. And horseradish is going to be the main sauce, but I am going to add some pepper sauce in. All right. Then I take the rest of this and I drown this thing with it. And that's garbage. And a little bit of pepper sauce. I probably shouldn't have tossed that. But I can grab another piece of silverware to mix this a little. Roasted red pepper. Just a little bit. All right. I am going to need another one of these. So I don't know why I tossed it, like I said. But this will work. Get it mixed. Set that there. Here's the hard part, folding it back in on itself. I'm no expert at this. I just want it closed in on itself. It is going to be a meat pie after all. There we go. Every prepper should know. Might leak out the bottom, folks, but that should be okay. There. Just have some air vents. I'll put this in here for a minute while I make the other one. That actually worked out really well. Now, the other one's just a pizza, folks. Really simple. Again, take the butter, spray it, or olive oil, spray. Because I cheat and I'm lazy. Instead of putting actual olive oil and basting it around, take a sip of my coffee. Let's make this dough. Now with this, I'm going to go bigger than the pan, but then I'm just going to push everything on the inside. It's not that important. This easiest way is just to do this. And when you get it big enough, you start from the inside and you just use your knuckles and you push it out. That's actually how a professional does it. All this other fancy stuff about throwing it in the air, that's just showing off. People do it. Sometimes they can, but it's mostly showing off. To be honest with you, this is what a person who knows how to make pizzas needs to be able to do. Not very complicated. Anybody can do it. That's why you see kids working in pizza joints, because anybody can do this. All right. It have to be perfect. It's best to be in there just a little bit. Put that one over. Come on. You can hold. I know you can hold because there's plenty of dough. Add some dough to that center. There we go. This is where I bring on the butter. Okay. In. Now, if this is a flat tray, it would have been a lot easier, but I don't have a flat tray. Wish I did. Last time I went to Walmart, they didn't even have them. Okay. I need to get a small dish. I'm going to melt some butter, and I'm going to baste it on, and then I'm going to throw together the ingredients and make a pizza. About 10 seconds in the microwave for some butter. Butter. And we still have cheese, right? Because that's going to piss me off if we don't. Yeah, we have cheese. Okay, so nothing else. We have the cheese. Cheese, butter, sauce. Important ingredients. You want a good pizza. All right. 30 seconds in the microwave, like I said. Oh. At most 30 seconds. Doesn't take long to melt butter. Okay. Wasn't even that long, it's already melted. Oh. Oh. See? Melted butter. And I'm only keeping this melted because I'm using it for a baste. And my baster's right here. There we go. First, baste the butter on the bottom. I don't know why, but I do like basting butter on the bottom. Not everybody does this. It's just me. But I do believe it makes it nice and golden. You baste it. Next ingredient, sauce. And I will be coming back to the butter towards the end. Let's take a little bit of your spaghetti sauce, because that's what I happen to have, and add it. You don't have to be a lot, folks. Just a little bit. Take your knife and swish it around. Sometimes you want a little more. You just want enough to cover it, nice even covering. That should be plenty. Might even be more than I need. Cheese will be the next ingredient. We should have enough between this to actually do this pie. All right. Just making it pre-covered. Not hard. And if you have a flat pan, pizza's a lot better. It's a lot easier to do. And take your cheese. Go on in. I'm going to use it all anyway, so I add some fine Toby Jack Italian shredded cheese, sharp cheddar, I believe it was, and this is just mozzarella. It's a very small amount of mozzarella. That's all. But that small amount of mozzarella, just enough to cover the whole thing and make it nice and good. And I don't think I have any other cheese, or else I would add it. Yeah, yep. No more cheese. Then you bring this all in. Just basically tuck it in because it's going to be a fine crust. Normally, you wouldn't have to tuck it in like this, like I am. But, however, like I said, the pizza is, well, it's pizza. It's not in a pizza pan. Otherwise, it'd be different. You take the pepperoni, you go around the whole thing. Once you have all your toppings in this, to some extent, at the end of the pepperoni, I think. Yep. Just making sure because I don't like wasting food. And I go over the last of this and baste everything. Really nice with butter because butter crisps this up. It really does. Maybe I even. Well, you know what? And I can do it. I take this out. I can crisp this up. By basting this. There we go. And the whole top can be nice and crispy. I will not throw that in since it's glass. All right. When this is all done, put both pans in the oven. And then clean the oven. Because you don't want to leave a mess around. Clean as you go, folks. Oh. Another sip of my coffee. And clean up the mess. I do like cleaning up the mess before I turn the oven on for another reason too. One, if you do that, the oven's not hot while you're trying to clean it. However, I will take 450 and I start it, and by the time I get to 7 clean, I'll set the timer. And then I'll set it for 15 to 20 minutes, and this stuff should be done, I hope. We'll see how it turns out. I'm really curious about the other one, how it turns out, but it'll be that. All right, Duke Striker, if I can, I'll hit you up. But if you want to be able to survive the long stretch of a hard winter 4 times, knowing how to do stuff like this, not necessarily this, but other things, this helps. You know, it's something that will help you survive on very little. And being able to take dry goods and a little bit of water and turn it into a meal that could feed your entire family, that's a good thing. You know, I mean, that's something that not everybody knows how to do these days. But I so happen to know. I was taught when I was a kid. All right. Oh. Okay. And timer. Timer set for 20 minutes. I should have probably set it for 15, but 20 will be good enough. Oh. Now is the wait time. Stick around, folks, those of you that are here, and you will see what this looks like in the end. And I'll see what that one looks like, because I've never done it that before. So the first pie that I made with the top crust and vegetables and all that, I've never done that before. I don't know how that's going to turn out. It was a thought. We'll see what it happens. Anyway, I will bring you guys into the other room with me, and I'll do something, and then we'll talk for a few minutes, or 15, 20 minutes, and then you'll see if it comes out good. And I'll drink my coffee. 450 is the degree to really want to put this for baking this stuff. You can do it at a lower temperature, but it takes longer. And I guess it just depends on the person's oven. See, I'm walking around. Right now, my legs are killing me. Oh. Seriously killing me. Oh, but yes, I could teach anybody to make a pizza. It's not hard. The hardest part about making a pizza is making pizza dough. All right, folks. 1 second. I'm going to do a couple things. And then I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to tilt this up here. And I will be right back. Oh, at least I have 2 viewers tonight. I said, when I come back, it'll be like 15-20 minutes and that pizza will be done. I hope. And we'll see about the pie. The pizza should be done, but the pie, I don't know. And it won't take long, folks. We're already at the 15-minute mark. And all this time I've spent talking. Oh, I'll pay more attention to the chat at this point. Anybody got something to say? I know I got one watcher. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. I'll reset the guest thing or repost that. Oh, come on, come on. Paste. Set it. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, knowing how to bake or cook and do all this stuff, that's going to save you in the long run. If you're poor, if you run into any kind of conditions, knowing how to do this stuff is a big deal. I mean, it really is. And for bug outs, I mean, come on, long term, if you get stuck somewhere and you end up somewhere, it's a good thing to know. You know, think about it. People's morale, even your own, you want to keep that up. Being able to bake cookies or a pizza or something, even in a stone oven, that would be something that would be very useful. In the old days, people on ships that were probably the most valuable were considered cooks because it kept up the people's morale. And the better a cook was, the better the morale was. Same thing. You're out at sea, you want to be able to make delicious food. Well, you are limited. You can't go to the store and buy it anymore.
if you're out in the middle of the ocean, and sailing prepper, the name suits for that. So being able to do this is actually an important thing to understand and know, along with being able to fix things and do things. But yeah, it's all very important. It's all things that people need to be able to do. Canning jars, all those things. That's survival. And right now, at least in the United States and some other countries, survival of the fittest. And being able to actually make your own food out of dry goods that last forever, that would be a very good survival thing. If you're in the Philippines, making pizza would be a big deal there because people love pizza in the Philippines. You know, I figure since I got so little people, doing a little baking or cooking would actually be a good thing to actually get people's attention and keep them preoccupied. That's why I did this on the live stream. But yeah, it's a good thing to know. It's a good thing to learn, and it's what people will need. You gotta be able to do these things. No, my comment, I did not enter. I was gonna be baking and cooking. That was a last minute thought. I didn't know what else to do. Didn't know if people were gonna show up. Sometimes I only get one person. Sometimes I get two or three during the live stream. I know right now I'm probably cutting into other people's live streams. And when the baking's done, I'll probably end this one. It's already been on for an hour. But I took an hour out. My leg's killing me right now. And that's because I was standing most of the time baking or getting ready to bake, putting the stuff in, getting it all prepped. Prep is a very good thing in the baking community because prep is what you need before you can actually put it in the oven. When I was at Mini Writers, it was called The Fort. It was a bar/restaurant. Prepping your material was the most important thing, and the people that could actually prep the goods were probably more important than the average cooks. Prep cooks were very important because anybody could actually put the things in the oven, drop a chicken wings in a fryer, you know. But she needed people that could also make the dough, that could actually prep the sauce for the chicken wings. Well, I cook other things too, but I cook what I can and I make what I can. And out of dry goods, it's what needs to be done. You know, but I do more than just cook. My job, I fix things. I make things work. When I'm actually going back there is a question, but when I was there, that's how it was. You know, I did this live stream late. My roommate was talking to me about stuff, but it was late. I know. I'll show you guys another little trick. I showed it last night. I'll show it tonight. Take your standard drill, right? It's just a standard drill. I never finished what I was doing with it. It's a standard drill. Take sandpaper. Cut it out of a little disc. I usually use it for my bench sander. Just cut out a little piece. That little piece I wrap around the edge of this little knock. And they come out of little cheap things like this. All right. And I take the little paper off. And I wrap it around this thing. And it'll stick for a few minutes. All right. Make sure it's on there good and tight. Give it a minute. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . It doesn't like to stick to itself. So if you have a little spot like I have right now, it won't stick very well. It'll stick on the rest of it. And this is only for show anyways. So you take your knife. I still have a ding here. I never finished it. Okay. That's why you want it to be even, so that this little piece doesn't fly off. I'll grab another one. See if I can make it fit better. Right about. The better you make it fit, the better it works. The closer it is. Well, this is a little off, but too short, but we'll do it. We'll make it work. You drop that down. This is sticky. There are ways to make it more permanent, but I don't want to really ruin the tool, even though it was a cheap dollar tool. See, now that it's on the metal, it sticks really well. But the moment it starts hitting the other piece, so you got to have it like exact, and I'm guesstimating it. It's not really for sharpening knives. It'll get all the nicks and dings out of it eventually because it works like a little grinder. Just a little something to show you guys. I'm not going to keep doing that. It also works as a little sander, like you want to get into little nicks and stuff, because it's a little it's sandpaper. That's the bell. Let's see how this turned out and see if it's good enough. I just heard it ding. Excuse me, it's a little hard to carry and walk and all those wonderful little things, especially now with the leg that's messed up. It will hopefully heal. And me doing this will hopefully make it heal. Because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see how this pizza turns out. And the other one. Other one I might leave in for a little longer, actually. A few more minutes on the pizza, I think, actually, too. Shoot. Was hoping it would come out a lot quicker. Oh, well. While I'm doing that, I'll get the other stuff and I'll leave it in for a few minutes. Get it all ready to get set up, and then I'll take it out either way. Ah. Timer. Why are you cooking? Oh. I swear I heard it go off. It says I got 4 more minutes. Huh. No. So it's not ready to come out anyways. But I will get everything prepped for it to come out. In about 4 minutes, we'll be good. Was good timing though. I swear I heard it. So 1 for 1. Usually I'll use the other light towel. 1 for the other. About a few more minutes, that timer will go off and we'll be set. I'll use this to pull it out. Let's look at that again. Ooh. It's coming out nice though. A few more minutes and it'll be set, and you guys will see what I made. And then I'll see if what I made came out good. But we'll see. This hurts. I'm sorry, guys. My leg is not very good at walking right yet, but I gotta keep doing this. I gotta make sure my leg bends. I'll check the timer again. Swear, it dinged. 2 minutes. When it dings, I'll probably look at it and leave it in for another few minutes. At the rate it's looking. Some stitches put it away. Got a little thing over here for the dishes, and then just a big thing up here. And I should wash this other stuff. Well, guys, I hope you will like this. I don't know if you will. We will find out. That time I heard it. But I'll double check anyways, because it's fooling me today. I am looking here and see how. Alright. Looks good. Trying to be nice and ground as much as I can, but hey, it's limited. And so am I limited. Timer did go off. Let's see. Let's actually check it really good. It's starting to look good enough. Good enough, I think. At least the little one. The pizza. Well, let's see if I can show you guys the pizza dough here. That's the pizza. Maybe I had a little more dough on that than I wanted. So there's two people here. I should pull that out. There we go. Oh shit. And this is the pie that I was making. See that really well. And then of course the pizza, not the greatest right now. Of course, I'm also using baking pans. See how this stuff goes. I mean, it is what it is. I'll let it cool for a second. And I'm going to cut this in half. I want to see what it's like inside, and I'm impatient. Now, that's one. I wasn't sure if I needed to let it sit for more. And I might have to put it back in there. Yeah. I'm going to let this one cook a little longer. That will be done. I'm pretty sure that's done. So this one's going back in. Set that at 450 again. Let's get the pizza set. Yeah, except for I use too much dough on the pizza for this little pan. This is good. This is all the way through. The other thing was debatable. Apparently, you need to leave it in longer. I'm not sure how much longer. But I got 4 pieces of really nice pizza right here. Cooling and waiting for me and my roommate to enjoy. And I'll reset the timer for like another 10. The other one. Oh. We'll see how long it takes for that to cook. Ooh. I'm actually going to get a drink of regular iced tea. Another thing preppers should have: tea mix or different mixes with powdered mixes. Why? Because you just add water and you got something flavored. And I'm sorry, but when you're on the run or you're on the move or you're on a boat, having juices and stuff that are 100% is not easy. Really isn't. So, let's grab a cup. And you can do this by a cup, which is what I'm doing now, just because I'm being lazy. Don't even need a full cup for a little cup. That, coffee, things like that, they'll make your day. Instant IT, just add water and stir. Pretty good if I say so myself. All right, now it's starting to brown a little. I'll wait a little longer on the other. Sorry, guys. Salama. Shalom. Yes, definitely. Yep, definitely. Have you seen the pizza I just made? And I'm also made a different type of food pie, if you watch the whole video later, which is still in there cooking. Wasn't sure how long the other one would take. It's not my greatest work. I'll probably get better later on. But right now, it needed longer to bake. Of course, it had vegetables and stuff in it too. So, you know. But thank you very much, Unspecified. And yes, I will be careful about the food being hot as much as I can. Okay. Uh, what is this next? I'm sorry, I can't read it when it's in that type of writing. I can't make out the words. It's too small on my phone. I don't know what you actually said. I'm sorry. But yeah, a few more minutes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it'll be done enough. I guess when you're making like a pie with vegetables and stuff, something I'm learning, and some form of meat. In my case, it was tuna fish. Takes longer. Plus, I put a sauce in there, which probably made it take longer to bake. Um, so the one in there is probably why it's still in there. Yeah, your fonts. Well, it was just how it came in the pan. All right, well, that says 10 more minutes, I believe. If that was the beep, let's see. I'll double check this. Yeah, it fools me. I think it's the stove going off. So that says 5 minutes. And I put it in for another 10. Yeah, it's still cooking. It's starting to brown now. A few more minutes and I'll take that one out. Probably should have cut it like I did. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, oh, just so you guys know, usually between 8 and 9 o'clock every night I've been doing this lately. I'm probably going to try to keep that up where I'm doing live streams, different things. I hope this is probably the most interesting one I've done so far. But we're just trying to see how it goes. And I hope I get more people in here. More subscribers, more people I get in here, the more I can talk. And if you wanna, I set the thing up above. You could come in and chat with me. I'm more than willing to have people come in and talk to me about whatever they want to talk about. Some days I set a specific topic, but you know, we go off topic anyways. I just don't get too many people up on the screen, which I would love to start having. That's what I'm looking forward to because I want to actually have the discussions that I want to have with people. And that's what it's for. That's why I started doing this, to have discussions with people. You know what I mean?
Okay, I gotta try to walk again. This does hurt to walk, just so you know. I got a ton of metal in my leg, and it hurts big time. 3 minutes on to that, but this is guesstimation time, so I don't know. I might pull it out early. At least browning now. Apparently 30 minutes to bake this pie. 15 to bake that, 15 to 20. But yeah, guys, I figured baking would keep you guys entertained tonight. I didn't really have much else planned. And I don't know. But like I said, and like I've been saying, learning how to make different foods makes better prepper. Because you could take dry goods like I just did and make this, then you could pretty much do whatever. And I usually do more with the pizza, like add some seasoning and stuff. Today I didn't. I just made a plain pizza. No seasoning, no hot spices. But I made the pie. And I'm hoping that turns out good. I really do. This is going to be the first time I make this pie. It was a horseradish sauce and some peppercorn sauce. So hopefully it comes out good. I really hope. When I get done, I'll plate the food and see what I can do. My leg has killed me. I'm sorry, guys. It hurts to do this, but I have to do this. It really does. But I need to start walking again because I really want to go back to work. Making, well, I don't even make, but for my FMLA, the little bit I get, I appreciate it, but it's not enough to pay the bills really. And I really need enough to pay the bills and get back to what I was getting ready to do, which is rule the world forevermore with whatever I can. And to do that, I need a steady income temporarily while I get everything else set. And I need to be able to make income doing other things. And to do that, I need to be on my feet. I need to be back to work. I need to be doing stuff again, no matter how much it hurts. This is the pain I have to go through, then this is the pain I have to go through to get back. And I got to suck it up, you know? But yeah, standing this long doing this does hurt. Part of it. Oh, that looks good. I might be pulling it out now, even if the timer's not ready. Oh. So, but roughly around 30 minutes for the pie, apparently. Yeah, 5 seconds. So at 5 seconds left, and that's nice and golden brown. I will show you what that looks like. Oh, this looks good. This looks really good now. I just pulled it out a little too early before. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah. Push that back in. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, it's nice and crispy too. That. So I'll show you what the pie looks like. I'm gonna plate it up, and I'll show you too. Yeah, that's nice and golden brown now. And of course the pizza again. Well, I don't like charity, but I do take it now because I'm desperate. I'm not gonna die. I've been taking charity whatever I can get. I just don't get much. But I want to get back on my feet. I really got to do this. Okay. I grab a plate. I might have one over here now. Yeah. Spatula City. Where do you go when you lose your spatulas? Spatula City. I'll try to plate this out. Best of my ability. Okay. And I really hope this turned out good. Oh, really hot. Getting on the plate might be the hard part. Yep, getting it on the plate altogether is the hard part. At least the first one. Well, other than getting this first one on the plate being difficult, it looks good still. Came apart on me. Tastes good. Anyway, I will show you guys. Looks like on the inside. And that's just tuna fish, cans, you know, some sauce. There's that. And I will take a piece of pizza. I already cut this, so it should be. And it's set up here and cooled down quite a bit. There you go. Pizza was easier. And I think that makes a good meal. All right, guys. See y'all later. Been on here an hour and 35 minutes. I know I'm cutting into people's streams because I came in late. Sound Prepper signing out. Hope you guys enjoy.